Hello, I received your question about the problem on page 343, number 1. Okay, so let's look at that problem here. Right here it is. We want to find two numbers here. This is an old type of problem, goes back thousands of years actually. The difference between two numbers is 9. The sum of twice the larger number and 3 times the smaller is 32. Find the two numbers. Okay, so this really ties into the previous section. We're looking for two numbers. So we want to let x be one of them and let y be the other. So I'm going to designate my variables here. I'll say let x maybe be larger of the two, larger number, and y will be the smaller number. So we have two numbers here, x and y. We want to find out what they are for this problem. The first sentence here will give us an equation. The difference between the two numbers is 9. Since it's a positive 9, I realize they must be subtracting the larger minus the smaller. And so one equation would be x minus y equals 9. When they use the word difference, they mean subtraction. So 1 minus the other is 9. Since it's a positive 9, I know it's the larger minus the smaller. Then the next sentence will give me next two sentences, I guess, will give me the other equation. The sum, so I'm going to be adding twice the larger and 3 times the smaller, well, I guess it's one sentence, is 33. So 2 times larger, 3 times smaller is 33. So the larger is x, so 2 times the larger, and it said sum, so it's plus 3 times the smaller is 33. And, when you see the word is, that means, equal to when you're setting up an equation. So this is the hard part, come up with the two equations. Now that you have that, you want to solve by one of your methods. You can use any method that you want, but I guess in earlier problems I was using substitution, so I'll continue with that. So, you take one of the equations, I'll take the top equation here, and you want to solve it for one of the variables. I'll solve it for y. So I add y to each side. And so I'm rearranging this equation. I'm solving so x will equal 9 plus y. Then I can go to the other equation, replace x with what I've found, and solve that equation for y. So I'm going to come down here. It's going to be 2 times x. And I'll substitute in for x plus 3y equals 33. So I'm writing down the bottom equation here, everything but x in place of x, and I'll put the 9 plus y. So that results in an equation with one unknown. We could find y, or half the answer. So I distribute the 2 here, be 18, multiply 2 times y, that's 2y, plus 3y equals 30. 18 plus 5y equals 30. I subtract 18 from each side, and I'll divide by 5 in a minute. So I have 5y. If we subtract, that's what, 15. And finally, I'll divide by 5, and I have half the answer here. Y equals 3. So we have half the solution. Need to find the other half, the value of x. Well, you can find x by going back here anywhere. Right here is always the easiest place where I solved for x. X plus y, or in this case 9 plus 3, and so that'll be 12. And so the solution is 12, 3, or the two numbers we're looking for are 12 and 3. The large number's 12, the small number's 3. And back to the equations, the difference between them is 9. So, 12 minus 3 is 9. The sum of twice the larger, 2 times 12, be 24. 3 times the smaller, which is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 24 and 9 will indeed be 33. And so I found the two numbers they were looking for. Hope this helps.